Well, you finally made it to Module 3, so this will be your third 5 weeks of your student teaching semester. So again, same format with Module 3. You're going to have your introduction overview, and we're going to continue with the lesson plan. So in Module 2, you did 5 lesson plans in each domain. So in this module, you're going to continue with 5 more lesson plans within each domain. So this doesn't mean you have to keep the same theme though. So for example, during your module 2, when you were doing your lesson plans on those domains, you could have a particular theme, and this theme can change. So don't worry about the theme or necessarily the topic. I just want to make sure each lesson plan is covering each developmental domain. So again, you're going to use the same lesson plan format and just really do a really thorough job, lots of detail within your lesson plans, because at this point, you should be very comfortable in your setting with writing those lesson plans, and you should work very closely with your cooperating teacher and your university supervisor to develop these lesson plans. So again, you're going to find the lesson plans here. This is where you're going to turn those in based on each domain. And then let's see, you're going to have your discussion board down here. This is kind of your wrap-up discussion board. You're going to just give us your thoughts on how it went. Is this a type of program you can see yourself employed in? Would you possibly change some things? If so, what would they be? So this is kind of your conclusion for your final discussion board, that you'll be able to see everyone's thoughts on their own experiences they had during the semester also. So this is also where you're going to turn in your hours, the form that was in the beginning, module 0. So you're going to turn this in here, make sure you have signatures, make sure everything is completed thoroughly. This is what your supervisor, this pre-kindergarten assessment, this is what your supervisor will be completing on you during your student teaching. And then the final evaluation report that is also done by the supervisor. So I would strongly suggest you take a look at these throughout maybe module 2 and get a feel for what is being assessed and what your supervisor will be looking for when they're doing these. So again, if there's any questions at any point in your student teaching, please don't wait to the end. Please ask your supervisor or contact me if there's any concerns. Hopefully there will not be, but if you do, you make sure we get them addressed early on so you don't spend um, a quality time in your placement when you do have questions about things that need to be addressed. So make sure you have all of your documentation, your paperwork completed, and please communicate regularly with your supervisor so that you have a very mentoring relationship, so that your supervisor can help you develop those skills so that you can begin to imagine yourself in your own classroom. So I hope you enjoyed infant and toddler student teaching supervision, and I look forward to seeing you all.